everybody, welcome back to Mo's Mix. My name is Mo. If you are new here, which you might be, then welcome. And if you want to check out my 100 Facts About Me video, you should do that because I talk a lot. So, in today's video, I'm going to be telling you my top 10 favorite musicals and why. Because I can't just tell you which one it is and then not explain. So, this is basically just gonna be 10, persuasive essays. So, if you are up for that, then stick around because that's what I'm going to do right now. I was originally gonna do 5, but then I realized that there are a good amount that I like. So, yeah. So number 10 is Avenue Q. That might be surprising to some people. So Avenue Q is one I actually never got the chance to see live because I wasn't old enough. Avenue Q is most known as the musical that infamously screwed over Wicked at the 2004 Tony Awards. And you could be like, oh, well, then it must be really good if it beat Wicked. No, they campaigned for the votes, but it's okay because I actually really like Avenue Q. And if you're big on South Park, you'll probably love it too. I think Avenue Q is a really good show because it's really experimental and it's a concept that we have never seen before and probably won't ever. Avenue Q is basically, it takes Sesame Street, takes South Park. That's what it is. So essentially Avenue Q is like Sesame Street but for gay. So I think the writing and the comedic timing in Avenue Q is priceless because there are songs called If You Were Gay, I'm Not Wearing Underwear Today, It Sucks to Be Me, and 20 other titles that are much worse that I definitely can't say without YouTube giving me the hammer. It's funny. I recommend it. It actually ran for a really long time on Broadway at I think the Golden Theater, yeah. And then it moved to New World Stages for a hot minute and it closed when I was 8, so I never got to see it. But that's okay, because slime tutorials, there aren't very many. Yes, these lyrics are disgusting and unexpected and gross, but they're being said by puppets. I think that's awesome. I think it's such a fun, awesome concept. I like that in the middle of all the crude humor and the just offensive and disgustingness of the show, there are still some really gorgeous and well-written ballads in there. We have There's a Fine Fine Line, which I love, and it's actually in my audition book. I love that song. It's so good. It's so good. It's just, Avenue Q is like a roller coaster. It's that's what the show is like. So I extend my deepest recommendations. Number 9 is Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. This one is such a gem, and in my opinion, it's very underrated, does not get the love and attention it deserves. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so beautifully designed. The costumes, the music, oh my god, it's so pretty. Everything about it is so perfect. It had such a short run on Broadway. I don't know exactly how long it was, but it was definitely under a year. That made me really sad. I wanted to go see it because I don't think I was young, but I wasn't too young. And I really wanted to go see it and then it closed. In my opinion, The Great Comet has one of the most hauntingly beautiful scores I have ever heard. I think No One Else and Sonia Alone are my favorites, but I feel like that's to be said for a lot of people. I think they're both such gorgeous songs and I like that they're from each character's perspective. I would love to play either of them, probably, honestly Sonia, but they're both, oh my gosh, they're such gorgeous songs. It was robbed of the recognition it deserves. I like it a lot because a lot of modern musicals of the time it was released rely heavily on jukebox themes, their movie remakes and their jukebox musicals, and we don't get enough of beautiful original scores anymore. And I feel we need more of that. Why do you think we all love Death Becomes Her so much? It was so refreshing. It was something that was just so nice to see. Even though I didn't see it, it was just so nice that it exists. A lot of musicals of this time are comedic. This one is depressing. I would categorize it along the lines of Miss Saigon, Les Mis level depressing. Honestly, I think if it was promoted right and it reached the right kind of traction and audience online, there is a chance it could still be running, but the world works in odd ways. Number 8, I have a lot to say about this one. A lot. This is Amelie. It only ran for 54 performances, and I was lucky enough to be front row for one of them. This show is so important to me. and it's so special to me. I sat at my desk in school and I had a countdown on my school computer to when the cast album came out, and I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the CD, and when it came in the mail, I was so excited, and I immediately played it in my Little Pony CD player. Seeing Amelie was the first time I ever saw myself represented in a character on the stage, because, you know, every little girl sees a character and they're like, wow, that's just like me. I never really felt like I had that, but Amelie was like, there was just so much about us that lined up. And the way everyone was like, oh, her heart's going so fast and she's so full of energy and we need to like, oh. I was like, wow, it's just like me. It breaks my heart that Amelie does not receive the same recognition as a lot of other shows. There's some modern musicals that are just not good, that people glaze and obsess over and like fangirl over, and Amelie's right there, guys. On the musical's plot, it shows the world according to Amelie, which is very like unique because she's very awkward, but she's very imaginative. I think she's like scarily similar to me, which is fun. But seeing her perspective on things was very impactful for little me, because I finally saw a character that kind of saw things the way I did and had the same kind of like perception of things that I did. And it was just like, wow, there are people who are just like me, and they're even characters in musicals, which I thought was so cool, because when I was little, musicals were like my favorite thing ever, and I never saw anyone that was like, yeah, this is literally me, except like Eponine. But representation is so important, and we should be seeing everybody represented in different kinds of media. We should do that. There's like so many different kinds of people in the world. You can't realistically create a TV program or a movie or a show and not have a million different kinds of people, because nobody's the same. So represent everyone, yay! The score in the show is so beautiful, it's so unique, it's not as popular as I thought it was, but it's so good. I'm going to recommend it a million, zillion, jillion times. I'm like sending it at you, and if you need more like incentive, Philippa Soo played Amelie, so, you know, if you like Hamilton, you should listen. Number 7, are we surprising anybody? It's Heathers. When you're in middle school and you're a budding theater actor and you're also really edgy, of course you're gonna flock to Heathers, because Heathers is awesome. It's one of those shows that balances just such heavy and depressing topics with comedy so well, and I think it does dark comedy perfectly, unlike a different show that starts with a B. It kind of shocks me, but also doesn't, that it didn't make it to Broadway, because it's a little much. But also, like, if Avenue Q could go to Broadway, then I think Heathers could. But I love Heathers. It's currently playing off-Broadway at New World Stages. Go see it. I say that as if I have yet. I really need to get those tickets. I need to see it because I know it's not going to be around after, I think, June. I think June is the end. On the topic of like that awkward middle school edgy theater phase, I did so many like master classes with Broadway actors, and my song of choice almost every single time was Lifeboat. If I wasn't singing Lifeboat, I really don't know what I was singing. I might have been singing what like one of my coaches told me to sing. 9 times out of 10, I was singing Lifeboat. I do love that song. I do love Heathers. I would love to play Heather McNamara. You can have songs that are so heartbreaking and that just hurt your soul to listen to, like Lifeboat and Kindergarten Boyfriend and Our Love Is God. And then you can have My Dead Gay Son and Shine a Light and Candy Store. Like, it's such a roller coaster, and it does, again, balances comedy and emotion super well. Listen to it. Listen to the soundtrack if you haven't. This one is probably to be expected, but number 6 is Into the Woods. It's a combination of a bunch of classic fairy tales. There's Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Rapunzel, Jack and the Beanstalk, and I probably am honestly forgetting one. There's a couple more that are just like kind of there. How does that work? How did they all come together? The baker and his wife are the glue that holds everybody together. And no, his wife doesn't have a name. I don't think he does either. The show blends all those together because the baker and his wife want to have a baby, but they can't because there's a curse in their house. How are they gonna break this curse? The witch says you can break the curse by getting cow as white as milk, the cape as red as blood, the hair as yellow as corn, and the slipper as pure as gold. And I think you know which fairy tales those all come from. So they have to go into the woods to get these things. So that's why it's called Into the Woods. What was that snap? I don't know. You'd think they all originated from the same story. It's written by Sondheim, so like, of course, it's amazing. It's perfect. It's so good. It's hard to sing, but it's so beautiful. And if you've never heard No One Is Alone, I don't know what you're doing. So number 5 is Waitress. I saw it 4 times on Broadway and once at the Algonquin Playhouse, and I'm definitely saying that wrong. I think it's Ogonquit. I don't know. So freaking good every single time. The first time I saw it, I think I was like 8 years old. Like, hello. But anyway, it was so good, and it's such an impactful and empowering story. It tells the story of Jenna. She is a pie maker at a small diner in somewhere in the South, and she wants to leave her abusive husband. What happens? She gets pregnant. I'm not gonna spoil it. She gets support from the other two waitresses, Dawn and Becky, and then she has an affair with her doctor. So I'm not gonna tell you how it ends, because it's something you just need to see. I don't think it's touring right now. I don't think it's playing anywhere, but watch the Slime tutorial because it's such a beautiful show. You've definitely heard the music before, because When He Sees Me and Never Ever Getting Rid of Me, they were trending on TikTok, and I thought that was really funny because they're two halves of the same love story. That's really cute. Anyway, you've also definitely heard She Used to Be Mine. We've all heard it. It was actually written for that show, and it's a gorgeous song. I used to do this event once a month where they would host waitress karaoke, and you could get randomly picked out of a bag and called up on stage to sing. I did it twice. I did it the first time I was 9. I sang, I think it was What Bacon Can Do. And the second time, I was 10 and I sang When He Sees Me. I miss Waitress. It's so special to me. When I was younger, I was obsessed with Dawn and I wanted to be Dawn so bad. I used to like recreate Dawn's parts in my room. And then I did end up meeting Kimiko Glenn and telling her that, and it was probably up there with the most starstruck I've ever been. Number 4, you couldn't expect me to make this list and not put Wicked on it. Wicked is a classic. I've seen it a lot of times, I don't remember. It's such a beautiful story. It's two friends, or lovers, however you want to look at it, I don't know. Two people who hate each other. But then they unexpectedly connect and become super close. And I think that that's such a beautiful thing. We see them drift away, come back together, and then drift away again. It's the story of a relationship between two people is always going to be a beautiful one to see. And we don't really get to see stories of female friendship super often. And Wicked is such a breath of fresh air for that reason. It's also beautiful. The design is beautiful. The costume design's gorgeous. The set, gorgeous. It's something you just have to see live, which is a gripe I have with the movie. I didn't like it. You can hate me. It didn't have the same charm. I remember when I saw Brittany Johnson come down in her Glinda bubble, I started crying. And I don't think I could ever have that effect seeing it on a TV or on a movie screen. But when it's in front of you, and you see every single rhinestone on her dress, you see her wand, you see her curls bouncing in real time, you see her waving and she waves at you, that's just a feeling that you can't get in a movie theater. Because when you see something on Broadway, it's live, it's spontaneous, it's always different. It's such a beautiful story that I feel like could definitely have been told on a movie screen without 3 hours of filler, because actually there's more filler in the Wicked movie than there is the amount of time spent on the original script. That's crazy to me. But Wicked's just something you have to see live. You have to see it all in one piece. You can't space it out. It's a story you have to see consecutively. It's so beautiful. So please, go see Wicked. It's always touring. It's always on Broadway. I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon, and if it does, then lightning can strike me right now. Exactly. So, go see Wicked. That's my advice for today. So this one is big. It actually hurt me deeply to put this at number 3 because this is like one of my favorites ever, but it hurt me a lot to put this at 3. Number 3 is Spring Awakening. I can't really explain the plot of this show at all without getting the boot, so I'm gonna simply tell you that it's about teenagers who are having an awakening. Any idea what I mean? It takes place in 1891 in Germany. It stays relevant in the modern world because it's something that happens to everyone. It's so good, and the music is in a pop-punk sort of style. It's written by Duncan Sheik, and it's so freaking good. You can listen to his original demos, and you won't even know you're listening to a musical. It's amazing. All of his demos are up on YouTube if you want to take a listen. But it's such a beautiful show, and I love it. I love the album. It kills me that it's not on vinyl. There's a lot of slime tutorials if you want to see it for yourself. But do be warned that you will see some things. Well-produced, well-written show. And I love that Steven Sater and Duncan Sheik look to cast unknown and young talent because these are young characters and they should be portrayed that way, because I feel like you would not get that same angst and the same feeling if it was played by people in their 30s. But Spring Awakening is usually cast between, I think 16 and 22 was the age range for the original cast, which I feel like is fitting. It's so good. I was actually in it. I was in a production. I played Anna, and I miss it. I miss getting to jump around on stage during Totally and yell blah 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 blah. That was really awesome. That wasn't even my harmony. I don't know why I sang that part. Just trust me on the fact that you will cry a lot. Okay, number 2. If it was not obvious, which it definitely wasn't, it's Les Mis. And I love Les Mis so much. It's such a staple to so many people, but it's one of those shows that is not just told from one perspective. You get everybody's view on the story, and I really like that. I like when musicals do that. We have our main character, Jean Valjean, who is a convict, an ex-convict. He didn't escape, oh my god, he got released from prison. What did he do? What's his crime? He stole bread for his starving niece. I don't think I'd convict him for that. He spent 19 years in jail, and he's trying to start a new life, so he rips up his parole papers and has a fake identity, becomes the mayor of a town, and Javert wants to catch him. And you see Javert's point of view, you also see Fantine's point of view, you see Cosette's, you see Eponine's, you see Marie's, everybody. It takes place primarily during the French Revolution, and pretty much everyone dies, which is why it's called Les Miserables, which translates to the miserable ones, which, yeah, pretty much. It's such a good show, and it has such a beautiful score. I say that about every single show on this list, but it really does. The songs are so good. On My Own is a staple in my life. I sing it constantly. It's like that song it's just my song. A Little Fall of Rain is also very special to me. I also think Les Mis sounds gorgeous in French. More people should listen to the French version. It's really good. There's also so many different versions of it, so many different cast recordings on Spotify, and I will be heavily judging you based on which one you pick. I always either listen to the French one or the 10th anniversary one with Lea Salonga. I think I said this in my last video. Jean Valjean's prison number is 24601, and I changed my phone passcode to 24601 when I was younger, and I went to a theater camp in New York, and every single other kid had that as their passcode, and I was like, well, guess I gotta change it. Now I'm on to honorable mentions, because you really thought I was gonna tell you number 1 right away? I'm not gonna do that. That's not how these kind of videos work. So the first one is Tommy, and the only reason it's an honorable mention is because I wasn't including jukebox musicals on the list, which I don't think it technically counts because The Who's Tommy album is a concept album, which was turned into the musical, so I mean, I guess I love The Who, and I love Tommy, and it's such a good album, and it's such a good show, and it has such a trippy and just unconventional story that I don't think can be replicated ever, but it's so good and it's crazy and I love it, and it's The Who, and when you listen to it you're like, yeah, this was definitely made in the 70s. But it's so good, and The Who is amazing, and Sally Simpson is a really good song, so please give The Who's concept album a chance. I prefer the concept album, Tommy, over the musical recording. I have the concept album on vinyl. Beautiful. I love it. My second honorable mention is Annie. Like, who doesn't love Annie? Not me. I love Annie. I played Annie when I was younger. It's one of the things that really introduced me to the idea of musicals, because I watched it when I was too young to be conscious, and it was so good. I loved it. I used to recreate the Hard Knock Life with my stuffed animals all the time. It became a staple in my family. When I played Annie, a lot of my cousins came out to see it. A couple of them still think my name is Annie, so people will be like, hey, Annie, and I'll be like, yeah, that's me, guys. My name is Annie. It's such a fun show. It's so good, and my dog actually played Sandy when I was Annie. I missed my wig. It was stupid, and I loved it. I loved the show. It was so good. I think actually it would be so fun if I could play Miss Hannigan now, because I'm too old to be Annie or any of the orphans, but Miss Hannigan is such a fun character. Getting to play drunk on stage sounds so fun. I don't think I've done that before. I might have. I don't know. I've played too many characters to remember, but I don't think I've done it to the extent of Miss Hannigan. Well, we love you, Miss Hannigan. Now, are we ready for number 1? Yeah. Nobody is going to be surprised at all. It's Rent. I'm just gonna stare into the camera. Like, you guys can tell by looking. If you follow me on Instagram, you've definitely seen above my door, it says La Vie Boheme, and it says that in my bio. No one's surprised. Nobody's surprised. No one's shocked. So when I was really little, I was little, like what? Probably like that big. I don't know if that shows anything on camera, but I was small. I was a little kid. I was obsessed with Idina Menzel. My dad was like, you know what, I'm gonna show her Rent. I haven't been the same. I'm a completely different human being now. It's so special to me. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful show. The story of Rent is something that was prevalent at the time it was written. Rent takes place in the midst of the AIDS epidemic in New York City, and it's just about how these characters come together and spend their lives knowing that most of them have this disease and how they live. It's beautiful because they're all artists, and I love the artist culture, especially New York City in the 90s. It has so many themes that are so relevant today. It was also a big stepping stone for Broadway in terms of the style of shows and the representation, because we had so many characters from so many different backgrounds. We had a lesbian couple, we had a gay couple, we had everything. Everyone was from a completely different background, a different upbringing, a different race, different religion. Everything was different, and everyone was brought together by a disease, which is not something you would think would bring people together, but it did. The music is written by Jonathan Larson. The whole show is written by Jonathan Larson. He was one of the most incredible writers, probably the most incredible writer ever. And I know that somehow he knows how much of an impact his story made on so many people. So thank you, Jonathan Larson. Rent is so special to me because I took so many of my morals from the story growing up. I have always been a very anxious person, but honestly, Mimi's verses in Another Day are things that I live by. I'm going to insert the lyrics here. These are things I live by, no day but today, especially. You don't know the future future doesn't exist. There is no future. In the past, you can't change. Don't dwell in the past. Don't worry about what's to come, because you don't know what that is. Right now is all you have, and it is a gift that you get to be here, so enjoy it. Live in the moment, live right now. That is the biggest takeaway I got from the show, and that's something that's definitely gotten me through a lot of very hard parts in my life. As for the music, it's very 90s rock, and it's awesome. It's so good, and the vocalists and the cast, they're perfect for it. A lot of them were new talent at the time, like Adam Pascal, Daphne Rubin Vega, Idina Menzel even. I think it's worth noting that when I was 8, I met Daphne Rubin Vega after one of her off-Broadway productions, and I was like so freaking nervous. I hardly even said anything. I was just like, wow. There's a video of me. I'm literally just going like this the whole time. It's really funny.
Look out for Molly, because she's gonna blow up real soon.
She was so sweet, and she was so encouraging. If I didn't go to that show, I would not have met my current coach and friend, so thank you to Rent for being a huge butterfly effect. I am very grateful that this musical exists. I don't know how I feel about the fact that there's videos of me in my Hello Kitty robe recreating Out Tonight on my porch when I was like 8, but I am a pretty big fan of the video of me when I was 5 singing Take Me or Leave Me on the living room table. I think that was really awesome. I did some pretty awesome things as a kid. I can't recommend Rent more. If you've never seen it, who are you? Where have you been? What the f? There is a live recording, a pro shot of the last performance on Broadway ever. It's amazing. It's on YouTube. It's free. Watch it, please. It's so freaking good. It was my top album on Spotify Wrapped this year. My top song was Without You. I don't know, I guess either I really liked that song or I was sad. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you are new here and you've not subscribed yet, then you should do that. Hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, whatever people do. I don't know. Like the video, share it with your friends. Tell everyone at your school that the Weird Girl made a channel and you're gonna make fun of it, but that's okay because it gets me views. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you whenever I remember to post again. Bye!